Hello, everyone. Today I'm with Valerie McCloud, and she's going to tell us her wisdom has come out in a fabulous initiative called We Stand Undivided. And Valerie, thank you, number one, for being here with us today and sharing your wisdom with us. But what I really wanted to ask you was, we chatted a little bit earlier about that word undivided as opposed to together. And you had a lot of insights as to why you chose the word undivided. So I'm so happy to share your initiative with all our listeners.
Well, thank you, Bev. I'm delighted to be here. Thank you for your invitation. So We Stand Undivided is an initiative that I started about 4 months ago now. And the idea came out of just the news and rhetoric that's on television and on the radio and just about everywhere you turn that is bent on kind of pitting one group against the other and otherizing people that are not like you. Mm-hmm. And as I was listening to this, I had this aha moment that said, well, people want us to be divided because there's a benefit for us to not be together, not be united. And I wanted to take a stand that said, despite all the rhetoric of hate and divisiveness, that we are going to take a stand and recognize that we are not going to allow that to divide us. So it was to make a more powerful statement in recognition of what's going on and to say that despite that, we are not going to be divided.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Okay, that's very clear. Can you be more specific? Because some people, what pops into my head is we all have different gifts and talents to offer. So in some ways, that divides us. And when we do what truly speaks to us, then there's an alignment. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you and I are united in bringing initiative to the world. So I'm interested, how do you speak to that?
Okay. So the whole idea behind We Stand Undivided is to bring people together of different faiths and religions, different nationalities, different races, different abilities or disabilities, different identities, just so that we can be in touch with our common humanity. So the idea about standing undivided is to say that we are not going to buy into the rhetoric of hate and divisiveness. And in order for us to stand against that, we're going to do things that are kind, that are positive, and that speak to our common humanity. Mm-hmm. So yes, we are different, but underlying all that difference is our common humanity. And that's what I want people to focus on.
That's really beautiful because in reality, we live in essence in a little village, don't we? I could pick up my phone and there you were, right? You and I are living in different parts of the world, have never met, and yet we can be united and undivided in a mission of bringing generosity and kindness to the world. And
right.
No matter, as you say, our color, our religion, our abilities, whatever it is, it's something special, and technology has allowed us to do good in the world.
Yes. So I want us to recognize and appreciate and learn about our differences, but I also want us to recognize that common thread of humanity, and then to look beyond that. So I want We Stand Undivided to be a place. It's right now I have it on Facebook and Instagram and working on a website, but I want it to be a place where people feel safe and comfortable. I don't talk about politics or anything like that, because I try to keep it in a place where people can feel that it's a safe place for them to just get in touch with who we are as human beings, and a place where people can be inspired to find something that they can do to help. So for me, for example, I sell these T-shirts. I don't think you can see them.
No.
I sell these T-shirts that say We Stand Undivided, and on the back it says no room for hate. And the reason I do that, it's for me to make a contribution, because I donate some of the proceeds to the border families at the U.S.-Mexico border, and also to the Puerto Rico Recovery Fund. So I want people to find their own cause and their own mission that they can contribute to humanity. So part of it is for us to come together and to stand up against hate and divisiveness. And the other part is for people to be inspired to make a contribution to humanity in whatever way feels comfortable for them.
Wow, that is so beautiful. In other words, making contribution really gets us out of ourselves and think about a bigger picture. And I love the fact that you're not suggesting to people where they contribute, because that brings out the individual. If I want to contribute to children, homeless children, that's fine. That's where I feel my strength is, going to speak and inspire them. And you want to go down to the border. That's beautiful.
Yes.
Wow.
So you will find on the Facebook page, there's a checklist of ideas of things that people can do to stand undivided. And the first is to kind of get in touch with yourself and recognize your own biases and prejudices, because we all have them, because they're just, we've grown up with them in society. But then, for example, it might be to volunteer with the group where you're exposed to people of different cultures and different religions. Beautiful. So to put yourself in situations where you wouldn't normally be connected to other people.
In other words, expand yourself.
Yes, expand yourself, exactly. And to me, that's how we come together, with love as opposed to hate. Absolutely. So it's my way of
and that's
helping people.
Beautiful the way you say about coming together with love. Love is really a result, isn't it? It's not something we do. It's a result of my being able to open up and see you where you are in your position, rather than seeing you as being me and then meeting you in that precise place. I love that. So thank you so much for being with us today. I'm going to, I will write up your Facebook page or any information that you give me, so that everybody can see where to meet you, where to have a look. And of course, everybody reach out to Valerie. She's there. This is exactly what she does. She's happy to answer your questions. And I can tell you, it's just a lovely opening experience to speak to her. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Bev. I really appreciate it.